What do you think we should do about Ukraine?
I think that we should defend them to the nth degree. Okay? If Donald Trump hadn't been the president, if there was no Donald Trump, there wouldn't be a question. There's no parity between Putin and Zelensky. It's an absurd idea.
Except after 2 years, the rest of the world getting tired. Global South says hypocrisy. The Europeans saying, we don't want to spend the money we used to. Germany cutting it back by half. I mean, Ukraine is incredibly courageous. And the president has done a fantastic job leading in the teeth of this war.
The war between Russia and Ukraine isn't just dragging on. It's reshaping the entire global order. In this explosive segment, thought leaders Ian Braymer and Yuval Noah Harari dissect the true cost of this conflict. Ukraine faces a brutal climb, while Western unity begins to crack under pressure. Harari sounds the alarm. If Russia wins, it won't just be a battlefield victory. It could usher in a new era where raw power smashes diplomacy and the fragile balance of global peace shatters.
Zelensky has enough problems without having to talk to Trump. It should be a loss. You have a raging war in your country, don't talk to Trump.
What do you think we should do about Ukraine?
I think that we should defend them to the nth degree. Okay? If Donald Trump hadn't been the president, if there was no Donald Trump, there wouldn't be a question. There's no parity between Putin and Zelensky. It's an absurd idea.
Except after 2 years, the rest of the world getting tired. Global South says hypocrisy. The Europeans saying, we don't want to spend the money we used to. Germany cutting it back by half. I mean, Ukraine is incredibly courageous. And the president has done a fantastic job leading in the teeth of this war. But the willingness of the United States to keep this on the front pages and spend billions and billions, I think under any president, if Kamala wins, this is still going to be a serious problem.
The willingness of those people to put up with what they've been putting up with. That's the issue, is that it's very, look, I agree with you, we should defend Ukraine. But it is them who's doing it.
That's right.
They're the ones who are fighting and dying and living with missiles raining down on them all the time. It's great for us. We don't have to do anything. Money, we got plenty of that. You noticed the money that's missing because we sent it to Ukraine? None of us do. But we're not the ones who are actually dying. And I wonder if, at the end of the day, are they really going to defeat Russia? Are they really going to defeat Russia?
Can Ukraine really bring down a superpower like Russia? This isn't just a land war. It's a fight to defend the values that define the modern world. Forget the old McDonald's peace theory. Economic ties won't stop tanks. The panel delivers a sharp message. The world must stay united, stand firm against aggression, and protect sovereignty with action, not just words. Bill Maher's guests don't hold back as they condemn war crimes and urge the world to stop pretending neutrality is an option.
They're not going to get their land back.
They're not going to get their...
Nobody believes that they're going to get all their land back.
Wait, this is interesting. Nobody believes they're going to get their land back?
All of their land back.
And we're still letting them die for it.
And we're still, because they want to defend themselves. They don't want, they remember what happened during the famine when millions were killed under Stalin. They will fight to the last man and woman to keep their country, to keep their territory. But the 20% that Russia's taken and the rapes and the deportations, they're not going to get all that land back. No one thinks they're going to be able to retake that against a much larger Russia.
I think it's a crucial thing to understand. The most basic rule of the international system is that you cannot just invade and conquer another country because you are stronger. There are lots of conflicts in the world. I come from the Middle East, I know that. But since 1945, we have basically just one example of Iraq trying to conquer Kuwait. This was the situation for thousands of years. We've managed to crawl out of that hole and build a different world. And now all of that is in danger. If Russia is allowed to simply conquer and destroy Ukraine, and it should be very clear, this is the aim of Putin, he's not hiding it. They are after destroying the Ukrainian nation.
Yes.
If this can happen there, it can happen everywhere. It can...
But the discussion doesn't stop there. The panel pivots to another growing crisis, the dangerous rise in anti-Semitism, fueled by social media's twisted algorithms. And then comes the gut punch question. Is America becoming the next Rome? With tech overload, crumbling institutions, and deep political fractures, the comparison cuts deep. It's a chilling warning that demands attention.
We learn lessons from history, or are humans fated to make the same mistakes over and over again? Well, there's a famous Santayana quote about those who forget history are condemned to repeat it, and we do seem to, it just, to me, it seems like the amount of time, the gap between when we repeat the mistake gets shorter and shorter. I mean, Trump was only president 4 years ago, and they seem to completely have amnesia about what that was like.
Give us a few weeks. You never know. We still don't know if we're going to repeat that mistake.
Oh, we're not. I already put my marker down.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no.
And it's a counterexample.
No, I'm not even worried about it.
You're not even worried about it?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, no. He's definitely going to lose.
I just feel it. You just feel it. No, I said it weeks ago.
And now the polls are, but the polls will be even on election day. I promise you. Just don't worry about it. Don't think about it. I don't think about it. Just don't think about it.
What do you think about it?
And then even if he does win, well, you wouldn't have gone through all that stress.
Bill Maher throws down a powerful quote: "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." The panel dives into how quickly we forget, especially when it comes to politics. Yuval Noah Harari draws a bold parallel between America's current chaos and the collapse of ancient Rome, where communication broke down and leadership crumbled. This isn't just history.
What do you make of comparisons between the Roman Empire and the U.S.? Are we a society on the brink of decline?
I think, again, it's important to understand the differences between different historical periods and not just to make these analogies. If you think, for instance, about the collapse of the Roman Republic, which is perhaps more pertinent to what the situation now is in the United States.
Yes.
What we should understand is that in the ancient world, it was simply impossible to maintain a large-scale democracy, because it was impossible to maintain a large-scale conversation. Democracy is basically conversation. Dictatorship is one person dictating everything. Democracy is lots of people trying to talk with each other, reach decisions. Now, the only examples we have of democracies in the ancient world are city-states like the Roman Republic or Athens or small tribes, because you simply had no information technology to hold a conversation between millions of people spread over a vast territory. So you don't have any example of a large-scale democracy before the late modern age. Only then you have the information technology, first newspapers, then telegraph, radio, television, that can maintain a large-scale conversation. And again, the crucial question now is whether the new information technologies that we are just inventing, like social media and AI, might destroy democracy. I mean, because democracy is built on top of information technology. So if you have a major upheaval in information technology, there is an earthquake in democracy, which is what we are feeling right now.
Wrapping up, the panel goes full force into the America-Rome analogy. What starts off as a laugh turns into a harsh truth. Harari reminds us, Rome didn't fall from invasion, it collapsed from within. Political warfare, misinformation, and foreign manipulation are testing the limits of US democracy. The message: even giants fall if they refuse to adapt. Thanks for tuning in. If you value truth over noise, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more hard-hitting breakdowns. Catch you in the next one.